In India's remote and rural areas where traditional broadband is hard to deploy, Starlink's high-speed satellite internet service has the potential to bring millions of people online for the first time. It's an opportunity the country's telecom operators don't want to miss, says Rajashri Mukherjee, Senior Director at CareEdge Ratings.
This particular alliance actually paves way that they would not be really having a competitor per se, rather than they would actually be having a partnership which will ensure that in some form and manner their reach expands, because that's the biggest advantage which a SATCOM brings to table.
Starlink, owned by Elon Musk's SpaceX company, runs more than 7,000 small satellites to provide high-speed internet service. And India's biggest telcos, Reliance Jio and Bharti Airtel, have recently announced partnerships with the US company. The tie-ups involve plans to sell Starlink's equipment in their retail stores. These partnerships came as a surprise to industry watchers, given that both companies previously clashed with Elon Musk over how radio frequencies used for satellite communications should be allocated. But there are other local and foreign players also vying for a share of the market. Vodafone Idea is one of them. The Indian telco is in initial talks with various satellite communication providers, including Starlink. Amazon's Project Kuiper, which recently tried to launch its first satellites into space, is also reportedly in the race for this sector, as are America's HughesNet and Viasat, Luxembourg-based SES, and Canada's Telesat Lightspeed. India also reportedly tested satellite-based internet services during its humanitarian mission in quake-hit Myanmar, with European telco OneWeb providing the connectivity. While many of these entities focus on enterprise and defense solutions, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see the opportunity that satellite internet presents for India's largely smartphone-using consumer market. But it's still early in the game, says Varun Gupta, senior analyst at Counterpoint Research.
The market is still at a developing phase when it comes to broadband connectivity here in India. About 12% of households are right now connected with the Wi-Fi broadband connectivity.
Research from brokerage firm Jefferies projects that Starlink's imminent launch here could reach 180,000 subscribers at first and 5.7 million subscribers by 2030. But hurdles remain, especially when it comes to securing regulatory approvals from the Indian government, which has raised issues including national security. Cost is also a major factor, says Ms. Mukherjee.
Because they are definitely priced close to about 2-3 times higher than the local telco market prices. At least these are the plans that we kind of observe in their other geographies where they are operating. When it comes to India, India is an extremely price-sensitive market.
Starlink also has its sites elsewhere in the region. Pakistan last month gave it a temporary green light to provide its satellite service, and Bangladesh has granted Starlink a license to operate there. It's a sign of how satellite internet could reshape and redefine connectivity in South Asia. Rebecca Bunden, CNA, Mumbai.